The Phantom Hitchhiker Bride. A man was driving home from a night out with his friends when he saw a woman in a wedding dress hitchhiking by the side of the road. Thinking to himself, "How am I gonna get this?" He decided to take her with him. As he drove past the cemetery, she told him to stop. Confused, he pulled over and asked her why. She said she wanted to get out. He noticed that she had a bouquet of flowers in her hands and assumed that maybe she was going to scatter her late husband's ashes or something. So he helped her out of the car and they walked towards the cemetery together. When they got to the gate, she turned to him and said, "You know, for a guy who's just met me, you're really starting to grow on me." He thought to himself, "Great, just great. I'm gonna get murdered by a hitchhiker. What kind of sick fantasy is this?" But then she continued, "But unfortunately, I can't stay with you. My afterlife has just begun and I must be on my way." And with that, she vanished into thin air, leaving the driver to stare at the spot where she was just standing only moments before. He turned and walked back to his car, but as he did, he noticed a small black suitcase on the ground where the woman had been standing. It was old and dusty and looked like it hadn't been opened in years. Curiosity got the better of him and he opened it. Inside, he found a wedding dress, a veil and a pair of white gloves. The driver put the items back into the suitcase and locked it. Then he got into his car and drove off, leaving the cemetery and the mystery of the bride behind him. The next day, news broke of a missing bride who had vanished after leaving her wedding reception. In a white Rolls-Royce, the driver recognized the description of the car and knew that he had to do something. He took the suitcase with him to the police station and told them about the hitchhiker bride and how he believed she might have met with foul play. The police were skeptical, but they took the case, mostly because they couldn't think of any other leads. They searched the area around where the driver had picked up the hitchhiker, but they didn't find anything, and eventually the case went cold. The driver never forgot about the strange bride and the unsettling feeling he got from her. He kept the suitcase locked in his house, too afraid to ever open it again. Years passed and one day, while clearing out his garage, he came across the suitcase again. With a deep breath, he unlocked it and opened it, but inside he found nothing but a pile of dust.